The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Ready, flag, what do you got? Tackles, tackles. Easy, easy, easy. Chance. Pick the edge. Come.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Hey, shoot! Watch the shoot! Flip.
On second and 11 now. Winston. And that's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Fancy footwork at the 45. Still going. Now he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Down, ready, back 25. Watch the run. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going to run you over. Check 24, check 39. Hey, echo. Good job. All right, 25.
Here's Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because this
rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, Winston. He's got this complete to Hamilton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Big stop, let's go. Switch. 61, matchbox, lights. Gun. Tango.
Freeman again, a first down carry. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A give, running right, Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
We won it. Come to my world. 21. Check right 34. Right 34.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Jones has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, screen pass to Lindsey. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Shoot. Hey, 59, ready. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Kill. Hey, gun.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You got it. 80 weapons.
It's a gain of 5.
22.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let it go.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Winston toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, and an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, watch it.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston. This is the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javon Wims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Space. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Rip left.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's complete to Graham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Tuesday.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Team spill. Scoot. It's been a long day for you. Check your hot read.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. 125. Hey, express. 39. 44 to Mike. Hey, zoom. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. X3. 218. Chopper.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Brought in over the middle by Graham. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
Check. Pilot, 64. Weak.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
SOS. 21. SOS. Kill.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Ready, 280, 280. Watch the screen.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Complete to Jones. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Check. Get up.
Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 28 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check it back. Check it back. Back. Flip.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, let's go. Mark 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On third down, Winston. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check back.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready, black 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 43-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Freeman again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
951. Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang. Mike 51, Mike 51. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 22.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Freeman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
59, ready. White 25. Get the ball. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Another run by Lindsey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Green, triple C.
I know he ain't got it. Put that up. Mike's by 4.
Here's Winston. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Now Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Go, go. 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, pick it up. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Let's go.
Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. That game's gone final now at Heinz Field. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Hey, Haywood.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let him go.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bradley Chubb, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Interception.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. First down, Winston. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay.